I'm Nyla, and I never thought my own mother would destroy the happiest day of my life just to prove a point. The venue called me today, my sister Saskia said, sitting across from me at the cafe 3 weeks before my wedding. They wanted to confirm some detail about the rehearsal dinner. Why would they call you? Mom gave them my number as an emergency contact. She said you've been so stressed lately that someone needed to be backup. I stirred my coffee, trying not to feel suspicious. I'm not stressed. Everything's handled. That's what I told her. Saskia leaned forward. Nyla, can I ask you something? Do you think Andre is really ready for this? What kind of question is that? Mom's been saying things about how he doesn't have a stable career yet, about how you're rushing into this. I'm 29 years old. Andre's an architect. We've been together 4 years. I set down my cup harder than I meant to. What exactly has Mom been saying? Just that she's worried, that maybe you should wait another year, let him establish himself more. He's established. He just got promoted. I know. Saskia looked uncomfortable. I'm just telling you what she's saying. Dad agrees with her. Dad agrees with everything Mom says. Gregor thinks you should talk to them, have a real conversation about their concerns. I laughed, but it wasn't funny. My brother thinks I should justify my wedding to my parents? I'm not 16. They love you. They want what's best. They want control. I grabbed my purse. I have a fitting in 20 minutes. Tell Mom if she has concerns, she can call me directly. But she didn't call. For 2 weeks, everything seemed fine. Mom helped me finalize the seating chart, Dad transferred money for the bar service, Saskia organized my bachelorette party. Gregor even flew in early from Denver to help with last-minute details. Then, 6 days before the wedding, Andre called me at work. Your mother just left my office. What? She came to my office, brought your father. They asked to speak with me privately. My stomach dropped. What did they say? They offered me money to postpone the wedding. I couldn't breathe. They what? $50,000. They said it was for our future, for a down payment on a house. All I had to do was suggest to you that we wait 1 more year. They said you'd listen to me. What did you tell them? I told them to leave. But Nyla, your mother said something else. She said if I really loved you, I'd want what's best for you. And what's best for you is time to be sure. She said I was being selfish by pushing this wedding forward. Pushing it forward? We've been engaged for 18 months. I know. I just thought you should hear it from me. His voice was tight. They also asked if I'd signed a prenup yet. There is no prenup. We discussed this. That's what I told them. Your mother said that was concerning, that maybe you weren't protecting yourself properly. I closed my office door. Andre, ignore them. They're panicking because they're losing control. 6 more days and we're married, and they can't do anything about it. 6 more days, he repeated. Nyla, they seemed really convinced they were helping you. Your dad barely spoke, but your mom was intense. She kept saying she was saving you from a mistake. The only mistake would be listening to them. I agree. I just wanted you to know. That night, I drove to my parents' house. Mom answered the door with a smile, like she hadn't just ambushed my fiancé at work. Nyla, I was just about to call you. I found the most beautiful ribbon for the programs. You went to Andre's office. Her smile didn't falter. I did. We had a very productive conversation. Productive? He's a reasonable man. I think he understands our concerns now. Dad appeared behind her. Nyla, come inside. Let's talk about this calmly. There's nothing to talk about. You tried to bribe my fiancé. We offered him a gift, Mom said. A substantial gift that would help you both start your marriage on solid financial ground. With conditions. With wisdom. She stepped aside so I could enter, but I stayed on the porch. Sweetheart, you're not thinking clearly. You're caught up in wedding planning and romance, but marriage is serious. It's permanent. I know it's permanent. That's why I'm marrying him. But are you sure? Truly sure? Dad's voice was gentle, which somehow made it worse. Your mother and I have been married 34 years. We know what it takes, and we see red flags you might be missing. What red flags? Mom ticked them off on her fingers. He doesn't have family money. His career is unstable. He's been married before. He's been divorced for 8 years. And he's pushing for this wedding very quickly. 18 months is not quick. It is when you're making a lifetime commitment. Mom reached for my hand, but I pulled back. Nyla, I carried you for 9 months. I raised you. I watched you grow into an incredible woman. Do you really think I'd try to stop your wedding if I didn't have a very good reason? Your reason is you don't think he's good enough. My reason is I know you deserve better. Her voice sharpened. And if you can't see that right now, then someone has to protect you from yourself. I left without another word, but over the next 3 days, things got worse. The florist called. Your mother was just here. She wanted to change the centerpieces to something simpler. Said you were having second thoughts about the budget. I'm not changing anything. That's what I told her, but she seemed very insistent. She said to call her directly about any changes. Then the caterer. Just confirming. Your mother said you might be reducing the guest count? Then the photographer. Your mom mentioned you might need to reschedule? I called Mom after the 4th vendor contacted me. You need to stop calling my vendors. I'm trying to help you, Nyla. If you're having doubts. I'm not having doubts. Then why are you being so defensive? Her voice was maddeningly calm. If everything is fine, why does a simple question upset you so much? Because you're sabotaging my wedding. I'm protecting my daughter. There's a difference. Mom, I'm warning you. Stay out of this. Or what? The calm cracked slightly. You'll cut me out of your life? Over a man you barely know? I've known him 4 years. And I've known you 29. Who do you think understands what you need better? I hung up. That night, Andre came over and found me crying in my kitchen. What happened? I told him everything. The vendor calls, the conversations, Mom's certainty that she was saving me. Should we elope? He asked quietly. Just go to the courthouse, skip all this. No, I wiped my face. No, she doesn't get to win. We're having our wedding, with our families and friends, exactly like we planned. Even if your family is trying to stop it. Especially then. But I underestimated her. 2 days before the wedding, Saskia called. Nyla, I need you to stay calm. What did she do? She and Dad went to the venue today. They tried to cancel everything. My vision blurred. They what? The venue wouldn't let them. Said only you can make changes since you're the bride. But Mom was really upset. She told them there was a family emergency, that the wedding couldn't happen, that they needed to shut everything down. Did they? No, but Nyla, she's not giving up. She told me she's doing this because she loves you, because someone has to save you from making the biggest mistake of your life. Where's Gregor in all this? Saskia hesitated. He thinks Mom might have a point. About Andre not being financially stable enough. About you rushing things. You're kidding. He's worried too. We all are. Then stop worrying. This is my life. But you're our sister, Saskia said softly. And we love you. What if Mom's right? What if you're making a mistake and we all stood by and watched?
I hung up and called the venue immediately. Ms. Hartwell, yes, your mother was here, the manager confirmed. She was quite insistent that we cancel everything. We explained that's not possible without your authorization, but she said she'd find a way to stop the wedding. She can't stop anything. Everything is locked in, right? Paid for? Yes, completely. Don't worry. We see family drama all the time. Your wedding will happen exactly as planned. I should have felt relieved. Instead, I felt sick. The next day, the day before my wedding, I was at the venue, overseeing the setup when my phone rang. Andre. Nyla, your mother just called me. What now? She said she needs to talk to both of us, together, tonight. She said it's urgent. I'm not meeting with her. She said if we don't talk to her, she'll have no choice but to take more serious action. His voice was strained. What does that mean? I don't know, and I don't care. We're getting married tomorrow, Andre. Nothing she says or does will change that. But that night, Dad called. Nyla, your mother is very upset. Good. She feels like you're not listening to her concerns, like you're being reckless and stubborn. I'm being an adult, making my own choices. She's spoken to Pastor Michaels. My blood went cold. What? She wanted guidance about how to help a child who's making a destructive decision. He suggested we all sit down together, with him as a mediator. There's nothing to mediate. Nyla, please, just one conversation. Give your mother a chance to share her heart. If you still want to get married after that, then we'll support you. You should support me now.
We do support you. We just don't support this marriage. His voice broke. Please, sweetheart, one conversation. Tomorrow morning, before the ceremony. What could it hurt? Everything, I thought. But I was so tired of fighting. Fine. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. But Dad, after that conversation, this ends. Whether you approve or not, I'm getting married at 2 o'clock. Fair enough, he said quietly. 9 o'clock. I didn't sleep that night. Andre came over at midnight, and we sat on my couch in the dark. Are you sure about tomorrow? He asked. The wedding or the meeting? Both. I'm sure about you. I took his hand, but I'm terrified of what she's going to do. She can't do anything. It's our wedding day. You don't know her like I do. She doesn't lose. Ever. Then tomorrow, she'll learn. The meeting was at a diner near the venue. Mom, Dad, Saskia, and Gregor sat across from me and Andre. This comes from love, Mom said. Just say it. She slid a folder across the table. Inside was a letter addressed to the venue. Due to serious concerns about our daughter's welfare, we are requesting immediate cancellation of today's event. As parents and primary financial contributors, we are exercising our right to halt proceedings. You can't do this. I delivered it an hour ago. They're shutting down. I called the venue, hands shaking. Your mother brought paperwork claiming authority to cancel, the manager said. She's threatening to sue. Our lawyers are reviewing. But it's my wedding. She's at our entrance refusing to leave. We may have to postpone. Mom stood. 1 year, Nyla. Wait 1 year. If you still feel the same, we'll support you. At the venue, guests were confused. Vendors were packing. Mom blocked the entrance, telling everyone I was having a breakdown. By noon, the manager told us they couldn't proceed due to liability. We stood in the parking lot, watching everything collapse. Andre's mother texted, "Maybe this is a sign." She made everyone think I'm unstable, I said. We'll fix this. How? Even if we marry next week,
This is what they'll remember. 3 days later, I walked back into the venue. I need to speak with the owner, I told the manager. The owner doesn't meet with clients. I'll make an exception since I am the owner. Her face went pale. What? I bought this venue 2 years ago through an LLC. I showed her proof. Pull every contract my mother signed. There were 4 deposits she'd paid, $30,000, and one clause. Any contributor who cancels within 14 days owes 50% of event costs as penalty. Invoice my mother, $68,000. But you're the owner. Through a business entity she violated contracts with. If she doesn't pay, I'll pursue collection. Mom called when the invoice arrived. This is ridiculous. You own the venue. You signed contracts you didn't read with a business you didn't know I owned. You owe the penalty. I was protecting you. You were controlling me. 30 days or it goes to collections. 2 weeks later, Andre and I married at the courthouse. Mom texted, choosing him over family has consequences. After 30 days, collections contacted them. You're destroying your family, Mom screamed. You destroyed my wedding. I'm just enforcing contracts you signed. If we pay, then what? Then you've met your legal obligation. But we're not family. You wanted a family where you control my choices. I don't want that family. They paid $68,000 from retirement. Saskia called me heartless. Gregor won't speak to me. I haven't talked to them since. They tried apologizing through lawyers. I declined. Andre and I are planning a small wedding now. Just friends. I sold the venue 6 months ago. Mom sent a letter last week. I still believe I was right. I'm sorry you can't see that everything came from love. I put it with the invoices and legal documents. I don't regret the contract enforcement. I don't regret cutting them off. But late at night, I hear her voice. This is for your own good. And I wonder if your mother destroys your wedding day, bankrupts herself trying to control you, and still believes she was right. Do you walk away knowing you won? Or does her absolute certainty that she was protecting you make you question whether winning was ever really the point?